Hi, welcome to ImageKit. In this video, we'll quickly look at how you can migrate from Imgix to ImageKit for media processing as well as for digital asset management. We have covered it in detail in our docs. If you head to the guide section under Migrate to ImageKit, there is a documentation on migration from Imgix where we have covered how do you connect an external storage using the Imgix URL rewriter, different transformations that are supported in the URL rewriter. And we also have a list of all the other transformations and optimizations that ImageKit is capable of doing in the same documentation. But in this video, we will actually go through a dashboard and demonstrate how that migration works and also talk about the pricing structure, which is a bit different in ImageKit and has helped customers save money when they're moving from Imagix to ImageKit. So let's quickly get started. You're most likely using Imgix with an external storage. Maybe you have connected a storage like AWS S3 or Google Cloud Storage to your Imgix account, and then you are delivering optimized and resized images from there. In the same way, you can connect an external storage to ImageKit. I have an Amazon S3 bucket connected here, but you can also connect any other popular cloud storage, any other HTTP server, a web proxy that allows you to access any image URL or video URL on the web. So you can connect any of these storages to ImageKit. Once you have connected it, you can make it accessible by attaching it to a URL endpoint. Again, this is probably similar to what you already have in Imagix. Over here, for example, I have connected the Amazon S3 bucket that I have connected under the external storage section, and I have made it accessible using this particular URL endpoint, which means if I have an image in my S3 bucket, something similar to this, I am able to access it using the ImageKit URL endpoint. And ImageKit automatically takes care of the optimization and the format conversion for this file, right? So in Imagix, you do have to add parameters for auto format or automatic quality. In ImageKit, that is taken care of by the dashboard settings. If you head to settings, images, you do see these two settings that have been enabled to use the best format and use the best image quality. And because of these settings, the original file, which is at 767 KB, and this was in JPEG format, if you access it using ImageKit without even adding any other parameter, this comes down to 269 kilobytes, and we automatically convert it to AVIF format. Now, to make the migration simple, we also provide URL rewriters in ImageKit. If you head to the URL endpoint under advanced settings, you would see that I have enabled the URL rewriter and I have selected Imagix as the URL rewriter. What this means is that while ImageKit has its own set of transformations and optimizations that it can carry out, to make the migration simpler, we can also understand the Imagix URL parameters. For example, for width and height, Imagix has a different way of specifying width and height in the URL compared to ImageKit, which would require you to change your code so that you start using the ImageKit transformations in the URL. But instead of making you change the code, by simply enabling the rewriter, ImageKit can understand this transformation, and internally it will translate into the ImageKit transformation parameters, right? You don't have to make a code change. ImageKit will understand this automatically. There is a list of transformations that we support, which is covered in this documentation as a part of the rewriter. If you want to use some other transformation which is outside of what is covered in the rewriter, then you will have to use the transformation parameters that are available directly in ImageKit. But in this case, I have enabled the Imgix rewriter on the URL endpoint. And if I access an image over here, you can see I have Imgix like URL parameters to transform the image to a width of 301, height of 304, and the crop in the fit is set as crop. And ImageKit understands these parameters and is giving you an output image of the required dimensions. If you would have used ImageKit parameters, the same would have been specified like this, right? But with the rewriter enabled, I can use the Imagix parameters as well. For example, if I change this to, let's say, 310, you can see that the output file is now at 310 width. So this makes the migration really simple. You probably just have to change the first part of the URL in your code. Or if you're using a custom domain name on your website or on your app, you can just change the DNS entry for this domain name so that instead of going to Imagix, your requests start coming to ImageKit. ImageKit will understand the rest of the URL. It will get this file from your external storage. It will apply these transformations by translating them to ImageKit transformations, and your media delivery would be able to switch from Imgix to ImageKit. ImageKit also works for videos, which is in the same way that you have these transformations running for images. ImageKit also provides transformations in real time for videos, including resizing and cropping just by, let's say, adding URL parameters, adaptive bitrate streaming, getting small trims, or getting video thumbnails. All of this is already documented. And if you want to use a full-fledged digital asset management system where you can store your files using the dashboard or using upload APIs, or you can share these files internally with your team or externally, you have this full-fledged digital asset management system available in ImageKit as well. Again, the API reference for this is also available in our documentation, and different features have also been covered in detail within our documentation. Now, let's look at the pricing structure that you get with ImageKit. ImageKit offers a slightly different pricing structure where we do have a component of, let's say, the output media delivery bandwidth that is billable. We do have video processing and the media storage, but maybe if you're migrating from Imgix, these two parameters would not be relevant for you in a lot of cases. Now, most of Imgix customers, they do end up paying a very high cost because of the billing on master images. ImageKit does not have any such parameter. There is no pricing based on number of requests, number of transformations, or number of master images. If you're using ImageKit for image delivery, the only billable parameter is your media delivery bandwidth. So under the base plan of $89, you get 225 GB of media delivery bandwidth. And after that, there is an overage pricing. For every 20 GB, you pay $9 on the standard plan. There is no pricing on the number of requests or on the number of, let's say, transformations or master images. It is because of this that a lot of our customers, more than 2,000 customers now use ImageKit globally, and more than 150K developers use ImageKit globally, that they have been able to get the same feature set, or in fact, a much better feature set with video optimization and transformations and digital asset management at a much more economical price point than what they get with Imagix. If you already use more than a terabyte of bandwidth on Imagix, you are eligible for the enterprise plan as well. So you can just click on this button on our pricing page, which will take you to the contact us form. Or even if you have some questions about your Imagix migration, just fill up this contact form, or you can email us on support@imagekit.io, and our team will help you migrate from Imagix to ImageKit.